I'm very excited to make this video today because it is the top 10 list for the month of February 2018, and it's the first time I believe that 4 of the characters on this list are going to be dark side. I very much am excited about the reworks for Palpatine and Vader. We're going to talk about them at the end of the video, and also towards the end of the video we're going to talk about the 4 viable teams that are in the arena and why they're good. Now I want to say that almost every character in this list is a very hard character to get, either legendary or raid character. If you're looking for a list for a free-to-play or non-legendary, non-raid characters, there is a link in the description, or there is a button up in the top right-hand corner where you can watch that video. Also, I want to thank everybody that liked this video last month. This is always my top liked video of this series, and we're just going to get right into it. General Kenobi. Now, this is going to be part rant and part why General Kenobi is amazing. The rant part is that General Kenobi is in almost every team. He is too strong. He is too good. Please, 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 we need a dark side version of General Kenobi, or just some other variation of a tank that works well on many different teams. So I'm hoping that Cyan will be that tank and that he will be an alternative General Kenobi, because right now General Kenobi is in almost every team. And I just wanted to give a shout out to my Patreons, and specifically this is for Chaos. If you have a 5-star General Kenobi or a Gear 10 General Kenobi, throw him on your team, mod him. He's amazing. And the main reason why he's amazing is that he basically is giving your team a secondary leadership ability right here. Whenever an ally is critically hit, if General Kenobi's alive, they gain crit hit immunity. This is just awesome for 1 turn, and General Kenobi gains taunt for 1 turn. Then he's just like randomly giving foresight to people all the time. He has not only a dispel, but he flips the abilities and they turn into buffs. This is very good. And then he has a swarm attack, so he can do tons of damage when he needs to. So hands down, most important, if you will, best character in the game right now, in my opinion, General Kenobi, and he has been out for more than a year. It is annoying when we talk about tanks. We're only talking about tanks when it's General Kenobi and another tank, not a replacement for Kenobi, but a double tank setup like General Kenobi and Sword Trooper, General Kenobi and Old Ben, but never a direct replacement for General Kenobi, because I believe he is that good. Next on the list is Jedi Training Rey, which I believe is the best leader right now in the game, and she works amazingly with the 2 droids. You have to try this team out. It just is beautiful. It works well in defense. It's probably the most well-rounded team, and this is why I'm very happy that we're going to have some Empire in this list now with Palpatine and Vader, giving Jedi Training Rey a run for the money. Now, the one thing I will say about Rey Jedi Training teams is that they do not do that well against Night Sisters. They seem to struggle against Night Sisters, where other teams just do very well against Night Sisters. Now we're going to talk about Commander Luke Skywalker, where on an individual basis is probably the strongest hero in the entire game as far as offensive utility, tricks up his bad, usefulness in the different raids, also insanely hard to get. Both of these 2 characters are unlocked at 7 stars. They are the 2 Hero's Journey characters, so it's no wonder that they're the 2 strongest characters in the game. But Commander Luke Skywalker lead teams are falling out of favor. They're kind of falling by the wayside. Both Jedi Training Rey, Palpatine-led teams, and Night Sister teams seem to be stronger at this time, but that still does not take away from the fact that Commander Luke Skywalker is very strong. Darth Vader! Woo! Woo! I don't think he's ever made the list. There's so many good things to talk about Darth Vader. First of all, he's very useful in soloing the Rancor. His ship is amazing, so he's serving double duty there. Now, he really only works well currently under a Palpatine lead. There was a lot of trying to get him to work as a leader in the arena with Wampa and Sith Marauder, but really right now, Palpatine is the only way to go with the leadership. I'm really glad that after testing and after working and people playing with the arena, because I was skeptical at first that Palpatine was going to make it into the arena. I just went and put the Zeta on Palpatine's leadership ability on my personal account, and Palpatine lead is completely viable and it is completely here, and I imagine it's only going to get better with the Sith raid and with the new things coming out. Pretty excited to have some dark side love. Now, the team almost always has 3 heroes, and we're going to talk about team composition at the end of the video. Palpatine lead with Darth Vader and Thrawn, and the last 2 heroes can be an assortment of things. So we'll talk about that at the end of the video, but this guy is amazing. Also, an event character that requires rebels to unlock. He is very good. I think the main reason why Emperor Palpatine is so good is his leadership ability. He just gives insane amount of turn meter. Crackling Doom, unique ability, wreaks havoc for Jedi and rebels, and he has mass stun. It's really about mass stun and getting him fast and stunning the other team and generating huge amounts of turn meter. We have to talk about Night Sisters. We're going to talk about Night Sister team composition at the end of the video. Pretty much this is a whale, pay-to-play team right now currently, but a lot of people feel that the Night Sisters are the strongest team, period. And what I found is that there just requires some tricks to beat here. There are a ton of teams that can walk over Night Sister teams. Rebels, for example. A lot of the Empire teams with Shore Troopers have a very easy time of going over the Night Sisters, but can't deny how good Night Sisters are. And in fact, Jedi Training Rey just has a horrible time against Night Sisters, and there's a whole trick to beating the Night Sisters. R2-D2. This is probably my second favorite. General Kenobi is, I think, the most useful, most widely used, and then R2-D2 would come in second place because he does a bunch of things. His smoke screen is basically like a faux taunt, like a false tank maneuver where he gives stealth to everybody on the team but one hero, and the one hero he gives foresight, and basically effectively making that one hero a tank. And usually you're going to be targeting General Kenobi for that. Very, very good. Also, he can stun with his basic attack. His 2 unique abilities are amazing. One of them boosts the stats on your team. And then the second one is a soft cleanser. Whenever there's a crit and they're a light side hero, they will self-cleanse. This is amazing. He's just annoying. He is a troublemaker. He's very good utility. I can't say highly enough about him. Plus, he is a no-brainer in a team with Jedi Training Rey and BB-8 because look at all the tags in R2-D2. Droid, Galactic Republic, Rebel, Resistance, Support. So he works so many ways. Now, BB-8, in my opinion, is kind of like a one-trick pony hero on this list. He does serve very good use inside of the raids and giving Illuminated Destiny. Basically, he's pure support. He gives Illuminated Destiny off. When he attacks out of turn, he calls in an assist, which is a very good ability. And he pairs perfectly with Jedi Training Rey. But pretty much the 2 of them have to go together. In fact, Jedi Training Rey has to work with the 2 droids together to really work the best. She doesn't stand alone as well on herself. She's pretty good. She's pretty good on her own. But BB-8 works the best with Jedi Training Rey, and he's just a part of that team. Thrawn! Thrawn is the best dark side hero in my opinion, and he also has the best capital ship, the Chimera. This guy works on light side teams. He works on dark side teams. He has the ultimate ability, Fracture. His utility is amazing. He pairs well in so many teams. I can't say enough about him. Requires Phoenix to unlock him. I would suggest doing that sooner than later. And then we got to talk about Raid Han. Han shoots first. He can stun, and he does a lot of damage. And he's also becoming more and more useful now because his basic attack shoots through foresight. Now, the main thing about Raid Han is that he goes before the start of the battle and he can stun combo teams. So this is very important on knowing who to stun. Now, the computer on AI and defense doesn't necessarily prioritize the highest targets first, so it doesn't play as well on defense. But on offense, Han Solo is one of the best characters. This guy's a pure glass cannon, squishy hero, but does so much different things, so much damage. I mean, I think what we talk about is this triple attack right here. Right here, he stuns, then he gains turn meter equal to his crit chance, and then this hits twice. That pretty much just wipes out anybody. Usually 1, 2, 3 dead. Damage is very high. So that is the list for the month of February. Let's go into team composition. So these are the 4 teams that are widely being used in the arena right now. At the very top of the list is Jedi Training with the 2 droids, and then the last 2 slots can be pretty much anything, and typically what we're seeing there is General Kenobi with Thrawn, but a lot of people will substitute and do General Kenobi and Old Ben, General Kenobi and Scavenger Ray, and so on, but most of the teams look just like that. And I'm so excited about this second team right here, which is Emperor Palpatine with Darth Vader and Thrawn. It works very well, and typically they're running it with General Kenobi and Nihilus. Now, the Nihilus spot can be substituted out for a whole bunch of different characters. Grand Moff Tarkin, Imperial Probe Droid, Shore Trooper, and even Sith Trooper are all very viable options. Pretty much in the last 2 slots, you can use a combination of any of those heroes. This one here being the most popular. Then we have the Night Sister teams, and there's a coin flip between whether Talzin or Asajj is best. One of the mistakes I made on this account is taking the Night Sister zombie up very high. More optimally, she is better at about 6,000 power. You want her to be squishy and to die all the time. And then General Kenobi can often be replaced with Acolyte. And then lastly on this list is the Titans team with Commander Luke, R2-D2 Thrawn, Raid Han, and General Kenobi. This team is very strong offensively, and it is starting to fall out of favor with the resurgence and the upcoming of the Empire with Palpatine. This team is starting to fall out of favor, but it is still an amazing team. I'm also seeing Threxus come back a little bit, which is basically the same thing with a Rex leader. So there you got it. There are the top 10 heroes for the month of February. Just wanted to thank everybody for all the support and all the likes and all the love that you'll be getting. And I'm looking forward to reporting back to you soon after my trip up to Sacramento here in about a couple of days. Going up there, hopefully, we're going to find out about all the things, the quality of life, the Sith raid. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to show us up there, but I know they're really excited about it, and I am too. As always, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.